Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It is Saturday morning. It's a rainy Saturday morning. Ladies, I thought today was going to be really nice. I was planning my Saturday. I said I was going to get out today and I was going to do some walking, and it's raining this morning, so it looks like it's going to be a day in, for at least for now. I may get a chance to get out later on, but I am just chilling here Saturday morning, guys. Got up, made me some coffee. I've actually been trying to catch up on some YouTube videos that I have missed over the week. I've had a long week. We entered into phase 2 in my city with reopening, and it's been kind of hectic because my company planning to do things in phases. So we have all these things we had to put in place, and we had customers that were calling and upset about certain things. So it's just been pretty hectic trying to figure this whole thing out. How are you guys doing? I know that each state or cities have like different plans. Some of them are not even scheduled to open yet. Some have completely open. Some of them are in a pre-phase where they've done certain things but not. But nevertheless, it has been a time. I saw a post on Instagram and I thought it was very funny, and it gave me a good laugh. It said something to the effect of 2020 needs to take a yoga class. And I was like, you know what, it's funny and it gives you that release you need, but it's so true. It feels like it's just been one thing after another this year, but this has been a year of growth for many of us. And if something is not developing in your life through this year, which it should happen every year, but because of all the trials we've had this year, if something is not developing in you, that's not making you better, I don't know what to say, because I'm thinking, how could you not be growing or learning something at this time? So that brings me to the topic today about knowledge and learning and growing. This is a time to do that. And I think that we really can't say what the outcome is going to be. People keep saying things like, when we get on the other side of this, and next year when this is gone, and phrases like that. But we really don't know if that will happen. We don't know if this phenomenon is going to be something that sticks around, that stays with us, because it continues to seem like there's a mutation of something different with it. Every time I open my eyes or turn around, there's something different. Not to mention the effects that the economy is having, livelihoods are having, changing people's plans. Mine has completely been disrupted. And I was all up in my feelings about that, guys. I have been really discouraged, and I have to be real with my feelings. Sometimes I think we feel that we have to always be up here and saying, oh, I'm not afraid, oh, I'm not this, I'm not that. But guys, you have to give in to what your thoughts are, acknowledge them. I'm not going to say give in to them, but acknowledge where you are. And you got to pipe out a plan, like how you're going to tackle it. How are things going to look, in a week or two. You got to figure out which way you're going to go. To just sit here and be isolated in this space and not use it as a time to figure some things out, apply some things to your life, growing in some way, it's a total waste of time. So I want to thank a lot of you out there who have been sharing all of the things that you're doing with your life right now, how it's making you better, learning different things. Because when you do that, I learn. One of the things I don't do is stunt myself when it comes to what I watch here on YouTube. It used to be a time that I just wanted to see a particular thing. This was all I want to do. But I realized that I can learn and grow from different types of environments and people. So I allow myself to be put in those spaces where I can learn from people. Even if it's stuff that I probably necessarily wouldn't do myself, but to watch some things and pick up, information that I can apply to my life and help me to be better in my space is what I'm talking about. So I really appreciate the opportunity to view a lot of my channels that I'm subscribed to here, so I can, learn some things. And sometimes it's just for pure relaxation and entertainment, and sometimes it is to feed this mind here and help me to be a better person. So that's what I'm on here to do. I hope that in some way that some of the things I've shared has been beneficial in your life. I went back one day last week and I was just actually looking at a lot of my old videos. I had gotten to a point where I didn't have anything to do because you clean. I don't have a yard, which I was speaking to one of the sisters that I'm subscribed to on her channel. I commented that I can't wait to get back to having a yard where I can do gardening and things like that, and planting flowers, because I truly miss having that ability to do that. It's so therapeutic for me, to just be able to do those types of things. Whereas when you live in a high rise, you're just limited to the space that you live inside of, and I don't have a patio or balcony this high up, so which some do, but I just don't have one. So I'm just kind of confined, and so I'm finding things to do. And so a lot of times I watch a lot of movies and documentaries. I read a lot. Been watching a lot of YouTube videos, so it's been very inspirational to me. But I went back and was watching some of my old videos, and I was thinking on some of them how I sometimes be all over the place. But then I looked at some of them that I was very proud of, some of the information that I put out, and I'm hoping that it has touched some lives. I'm hoping that that's what's happened. So that was very motivating for me to look at some of the things that I have done over the years, and to know that this platform has been a passion of mine for many years. I mean, when I think back that I started this platform in 2013, and even though I had very few followers back then in those days, I mean, I think I had less than 100 for maybe, I guess, about 3 years, because I wasn't really doing much but viewing. So to see the growth of my channel now, and getting close to 3,000 subscribers, which I'm hoping by the end of the year that I can touch around 5,000. And it's not for me, because somebody was saying you ain't making no money unless you really big, and that's so true. So it's not that I'm looking at it as a form of making money, being lucrative. I mean, it's a bonus if you can make money, but I'm looking at the people that I reach and touch, and the people that I meet. I've met some really beautiful women out here. I actually have met some women who actually we converse, we kind of chat through email and things like that. So it has extended past just watching each other's channels. We've actually talked to each other through email and uplifted each other in that way. So that has been beautiful for me. On next weekend, I'm supposed to have my guy friend here. He's supposed to come and visit for the weekend, and I'm looking forward to that. Both of our borders, I said borders, both of our states have opened up and we're allowed to travel. And so we're going to get an opportunity to spend some time together on next weekend, Lord willing, if everything goes well and, nothing happens. And I'm going to do a video, which I had promised you guys, and from a male's perspective. So I got to think of some questions that I think women would want to ask a man, a real grown man, and he's going to be very honest about those things. And it's just going to be a small segment of the video, and I'm going to actually do that video. So I'm very excited about that, and the fact that he just wants to participate and be a supporter on my platform here is amazing to me. And yeah, and I also have a podcast channel, and I know that a lot of people don't want to download the app, but it's called Castbox. So if you already have that app, or if you want to download Castbox, and my channel name is You Go Girl, and I have probably about 90 videos, well, podcasts out there, not videos, but podcasts out there that I have uploaded over the last probably 2 years now, maybe going on to 3 years, about 2 years I'd say. And I have about over 900 subscriptions to that. So I'm very proud of that. And I have not been very active, like consistent like I should be. And so I said, going forward, I think I need to do that, because when people subscribe to your channel, they do it because they believe in you. They believe in what you're putting out there. And I think we owe it to them to be consistent. So that's why I try to be consistent on this platform, because people have taken the time out to subscribe and to want to hear what you have to say or watch what you're doing. So that's very important to me, to give them those things, because they didn't have to do it. They didn't have to do it. That means they believe in you in some way. So those that I follow, I do believe in, and I do try to be consistent in watching those channels that are active. And although I'm not a very big vocal person, or I don't do a lot of commenting, I try to comment so that they know that I'm there, that they know that I'm watching. I'm always gonna like it and be a supporter, but I'm not always on every video saying anything. So I do pop in from time to time and say something so they know. But I do love the ladies that I follow. I love their content, and I'm always trying to support. So I think that's important, that we let them know that we believe in them, and that what they're doing, that we want to support them and for them to keep moving forward. So I try to do that from time to time and let them know that. So thank you to all of you that do that for me. And I do have some ladies that are very, very, very consistent in telling me and thanking me for what I try to put out. That means a lot. So I think it's important that we do that for one another, especially through these times, that we be supporters, fellow inspirational motivators, because we need that. If you say you don't, I don't know what to tell you. If you feel like you don't need motivation, if you feel like you don't need encouragement, kudos to you, man. I know it's important that we be our biggest supporter, that we be our biggest motivators and inspirers, but it does help when other people show up for you. It's important that we show up for one another during these times. So make sure you always exercising this mind. This muscle here is just as important as any other muscle in your body. The one that you feed every day here for the nutrients, the one that you do when you're exercising. This is just as a powerful, or more powerful muscle, because it all starts here, because you got to think about it in order to do it on a outward motion or physical motion. It starts here. If you're not feeding this up here, then all the rest of it is kaput. I can't think of a better thing to say, because if you're not feeding that muscle here, it's not going to motivate this to get moving and doing anything else. So that's very, very important. And I don't know what it's going to look like down the road, ladies. I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know where I'm going to be in the next 2 months. I don't know, and I'm not going to get on here and pretend like, oh, everything is just flowing like it's supposed to, because it's not. I was ready to just do something else with my life. I had other plans, but sometimes what we plan for ourselves is not the path that the Creator has for us. Sometimes you need it somewhere else. Sometimes there are other things that you have yet to do, have yet to finish. So remember that, when things are not going the way you planned, it doesn't mean that the plan isn't working. It just means that maybe the path that you designed for it isn't the one you're supposed to be on. And that's hard for me. That's hard for me to accept sometimes, because I always want to feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And when it looks different to me, or when it comes to a complete stop, I'm always like, wait a minute. Wait 1 minute now. This ain't what I'm supposed to be doing. This is not what I thought I was supposed to be doing. So it always gets me in that place where I'm vulnerable, and I have to sit down and think about it and look at it and say, okay, what am I supposed to be getting here? What is it that I'm missing? What am I supposed to be doing? It ain't looking like I want it to look. So that is where I am, and I have been in my feelings, and because I was ready to leave Memphis. I'm actually ready. I want to get some fresh air. I want to be somewhere open, so that I can breathe and I can live my life. But I don't know why that seems to be looking different right now. But I'm just going to take my time. I'm going to be patient with myself. I'm going to be easy on myself. I have been hard on myself about it. And but I decided that I need to stop that. I need to slow down and just take it a day at a time, a step at a time. But while I'm doing that, I'm educating here. I'm figuring out what it is that I'm supposed to be doing and being okay with it, and moving in those steps like that. So I encourage you to do that if things are not going the way you want it to be. Some people, I got friends who are not back at work yet, and they don't know where their next paycheck is going to come from. They don't know if they're going to be able to live where they live. So, you know, it's always somebody that can give you a different perspective on life. When you look, when you think that, oh, woe is me, this is the worst thing that could be happening, you can look around and see someone that can give you a different perspective on where you are in your life, and then you can appreciate where you are. So I'm always being aware of that, and settling down when I'm all up in my feelings about things. And, you know, I can always look around and see and be appreciative of where I'm at. So that is truly where I'm at right now. So I just wanted to come on this Saturday morning and give you a little bit of a motivational thought of encouragement if you are struggling, if you are not sure of where this path. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this video up. My camera decided to want to overheat. Whenever I have all these lights on and it's hot in here, it always overheats. That's one thing about this Sony camera. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. But as I stated, be encouraged, guys. I hope that things are working out for you through this year. It's been a struggle. It has been a struggle, but this is time to actually sit down. And as I said in one video, I think the earth had to reset. It needed to clean the environment. And in that process, it's time for us to be doing the things for ourselves. We don't know where we're going to be going or what this world is going to look like, but I know one thing has to happen. We have to be able to adapt and adjust to it. Notice that all the animals, insects, whatever, they always have to adapt and adjust to the environments. And so as humans, we have to as well. So whatever it's going to take for you, I hope that you are becoming in alignment with whatever that is. It's been a struggle. It's okay to acknowledge that. It's okay to do that. Let's be clear. It's okay to voice your thoughts. If you got somebody that you can bounce it off of, that you can talk to, that'll listen to you, that's great. But never give up on hope. And whatever you need to be doing at this time to make yourself better is good, whether that is mentally, physically, spiritually, or emotionally. Let's use that knowledge right now and that power we have within to sustain us to get through these times. So thank you for watching this morning. And if you're new to the channel, I appreciate you for coming through. If you like what you've heard, if you've looked at any other videos and you want to be a part of this family, this lifestyle channel, please subscribe by hitting that subscribe button. You'll find that right underneath this video. Please do that. And to all of the returning subscribers, you're much appreciated. I love you. We're gonna get through this time, ladies. We're gonna do it together, encouraging one another. So to all of you that I'm subscribed to, I love you guys. Thank you for your content. I appreciate you more than words can say. And I will see you guys in the next video. Remember, always peace and love. And I'll see you real soon. Bye.